We got a red dot. Folks, welcome back to Akron's hottest and fastest growing show, 3:30 to go. I'm your host, Hank. And of course, I come down here to do a little drive around and it starts pouring rain. So let's talk for a minute and see if the rain stops first. I gotta be honest. For the first time in the history of our little network project here, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do right now. We don't know what we're supposed to be doing right now. Okay? We really don't know what to do right now. Especially with what's going on with us and in our inbox. I mean, let's just talk about it, right? That's what we do. Let's talk about it all. Let's put it all out there. We like to be raw and real, so let's do it. I just got an inbox message that said, and I'm going to edit it, okay? It said, "Eat a bag of wieners, you hood-wearing racist piece of poop." Okay? That's sitting in our inbox right now. And I look at it and I'm like, what? So let's just squash that right off the rip. Let's talk that out real quick, all right? We're not racist. We're doing our due diligence, okay? And it's important to understand. It's important to understand the difference there, all right? Just not going and putting something up right away that you get in your inbox. That's part of our job, I guess, right? We have a long track record. We've been doing this about 5 years now, and we have a long track record, and we're very well respected in the community. And when I say the community, I mean all communities, okay? Every community in Akron, we're accepted in, and we try to be neutral, okay? So what? It's not. No, that's just one. We've gotten about 7 or 8 pretty serious threats in the last 24 hours. Here's what happened. Here's what's going on. And again, I'm going to do a drive around just to show you. Oh, wow, I'm just seeing something that I'm just seeing for the first time. Wow. Okay. Anyway, we're going to do a drive around to show you. But I want to talk this out with you folks, because this is what we do. This is who we are. We are part of this community, and we're part of every part of this community. The outrage right now that is being thrown our way is because I was not at the jail yesterday. Okay, so the jail. There were people protesting at the jail yesterday. Okay, and again, I don't know all those facts, so I'm not sure why they're protesting. From what I understand, people are in jail that were protesting, right? So the people were outside the jail protesting. And then as far as I understand, there was some tear gas deployed, right? Okay. So we just put a blip up. I was at home. I wasn't there. So I put a blip up and, just to let everybody know that there had been another incident. All right. And again, when we verify those incidents, we get a number of different things that come in, right? And I just want to make sure it was accurate. We popped it up there. And then immediately in the comments, there started being posted videos and pictures of an alleged incident that had occurred earlier in the day, again with APD. And at that point, I'm like, I don't know. It really, really, really looked a lot like a previous video like that happened years ago with APD. So my first comment was, I think that's from years ago. And immediately people started coming at us, okay? And I'm like, wait a second, hold on. We don't know who did that video. One, we don't know where it's from, who it's from, what they. So I reached out to the people that did the video, and I'm waiting to hear back from them, right? It's called doing due diligence, right? I also reached out to APD, let them know that, we were looking into this more and all that. And I also reached out to the folks from the Beacon Journal, because this is what they do. They're investigative journalists. That's what they do. We don't do that, okay? We share the blips and the information. But if I am on site, it's different, right? Because my camera is on, all right? My camera's on, and I'm there, and I'm showing you what's happening. And that way I know I can verify it because I'm on site, all right? So, yes, it's whatever's going on out there. God bless you. We're working on it, okay? But please understand that because we don't immediately flip around and share somebody's video that we weren't there for, that we are racist. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. We could be better than that. All right. No. Yeah, that comment came in today. I'm like, I got to talk about that one. So, all right, here we go. I'm gonna flip the camera now, and we're gonna go take a look. All right. So, and again, I mean, look at that post I just put up. Look at the post I just put up. I put up a post that said, hey, the restaurants are open. Yes, they're boarded up, but please go and support those restaurants. And immediately, people turned it into a political shit show. And I'm like, we're just trying to help people. Like, for reals. Like, I know a lot of these people that own these restaurants. And, you know, we've covered them. We've shared their stories, right? And I try to help them to get some business, and then people are mad at us for trying to help them to get business. I'm like, I'm serious. For the first time in our little network's history, I don't know what we're supposed to do right now. Because we're trying to help, and we're trying to keep, you know, I'll be blunt. I'll be blunt and honest like we always are. Yes, we're neutral, and yes, we try to share the facts, but at the same time, this is my city, right? So I want to try and help protect my city and all of its residents, right? So yes, I do have an ulterior motive, okay? But yeah, here we go. I'm gonna take a little drive. I'm gonna flip it, and because it has stopped pouring, so at least we'll be able to see now, okay? And I see a comment, I can't read all the comments, there's too many, but I saw somebody say that you can't please everyone. Right now, I'm not trying to please anyone. Right now, I'm trying to just do our job and not get hurt. Because I'm serious. I got my first official death threat yesterday. And I'm like, well, that's different. I'm like, we're just a bunch of social media content creators, and we just happen to accidentally start doing news one day, and we happen to be pretty good at it. All right. So here we are, back in downtown Akron. Just gonna show everybody. The one thing I'm seeing is this is the first time I've noticed it. There's a business that's next to Diamond Deli, and it says it's got spray painted black owned on it. So that's the first time I noticed. So I'm just pointing that out. Looks like Diamond Deli has completely boarded up, and Diamond Deli is closed. Some of these places though are boarded up, and they're still open. So we're just gonna try and show you, just give you an idea, okay? But yeah, guys, I mean, we're living through some crazy ass times right now in the city of Akron, and we're just doing our best to try and be in the middle, be a voice of reason, share the information, and get rid of all the fookery, if you will. And the last thing we need is people coming at me and people coming at our network, and God dang it, the Beacon Journal reporters, seriously, leave them the F alone, people. I can't believe the amount of shade and just bad things that have been thrown at them. All right, Da Vinci's looks like they're closed. They got say they're closed. Insomnia Cookies boarded up. It looks like I don't see an open sign. I don't know. Hair Geeks boarded up. All these are boarded up. This corner's boarded up. We're at the corner of Main and Exchange. Let's see, Boiling House. Boiling House is fully boarded up, but they did note, they put a post out yesterday that they are open. So what's it called? Boiling House is, I can't read the comments, they're going too fast. So yeah, to answer everyone's question, we got a bunch of videos, we got a bunch of still shots, we're looking into it, we're doing our due diligence. We're not just gonna share it publicly without having all the facts first. So give it some time and let us do the thing. But again, that's not what we normally do. We are not investigative journalists, okay? All right, looks like, let's see. I can't, the Brico corner was closed anyway. I think that had already closed. That's all boarded up. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I couldn't believe that comment. Eat a bag of wieners, you racist piece of poop. I was like, dude, who are you talking to? All right, Twisted Tomatoes open. Karma Cafe is open. Cilantro's open. Okay. Rubber Ducks Canal Park is supposed to have a game today. They moved that game time earlier to allow for curfew, but now we just got notice that I think they're taking the curfew off. So check that Beacon Journal article that we posted, and it'll have more information. And again, for the folks that always get irritated with us for posting the Beacon and say that they can't read it, you know, those folks are professional journalists, and that's how they make their money, by selling the paper and by selling the subscriptions to their digital content. So, you know, if you're going to complain about not paying $5-6 a month or whatever to not read all the things that they do, that's really not our problem. We're going to support our local newspaper. Okay. Barley House is open. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Okay. Okay. We got Lockview's open. I believe the Peanut Shop put out a notice that they were closed. Eddie's Famous Cheesesteaks, our friends at Eddie's, are open. And Chameleon Cafe. So again, a lot of these places are just regular businesses. They're not boarded up at all. All right, there's Eddie's. He's good to go. And there was an interesting, I haven't shared it yet, but I saw a story about him where he actually ran the store by himself for a day. So kudos to our friend Ed Sutter. I'm at the roundabout. This is where the Akron rubber worker statue is. All right. And Stray Dog. I don't know if that I can't tell if he's open. I think he's open, or I don't know. I'll have to check on Stray Dog. But I know the Stray Dog Bounce Innovation Hub location's open. And then Chameleon Cafe, they got boards, but they're open. All right, so Chameleon Cafe is open. And then here we are in the corner of Market and Main. All right, so it's a yucky, gloomy day. But again, these are local businesses. They are not part of this situation, right? So do the best you can to support the local businesses down here. And again, one other thing that I want to point out, this is a very important point. I want you to listen to me. If you hear nothing else I said on this video, listen to what I'm about to say. I had a very good and in-depth conversation with a well-known black community activist in the city of Akron. We were standing together at during the very first protest. So it was before the police video come out. Okay, it was the very first protest. That was a sizable one downtown, and we were talking. And I asked him. I said, give me your advice. You've been doing this a lot longer than me. I said, what is your opinion of me shutting down our comment section? And he said, listen, Hank. He said, here's the thing. I understand why you do it. He said, I understand that if things get too volatile and too heated, that you want to try to control the temperature of the room. But at the same time, you need to understand that it's incredibly important that you allow people to have a voice right now. And that really resonated with me. That was extraordinarily impactful with me, because we have had a recent history of closing down comment sections when things got too volatile and too heated. But because of what he said to me, I have specifically, and we have specifically, left our comment sections open. And it has allowed people to have that dialogue. Now, here's the kicker. There are a lot of things that are being said in those comment sections that are volatile and that we don't agree with. When people attack each other, we ask that you screenshot those comments, send those in, and we'll look and try and get those deleted. Okay? But at the end of the day, we are trying to allow for that dialogue and that venting to occur. And it is based off of what he said to me. We are allowing that discourse. Okay? So yeah, we are doing our best to keep the temperature in the room down and to try and be as accurate with our information as possible. Please understand that that takes due diligence and that is a process. All right? That's all I got. Heading for home. Probably taking the rest of the day off. I'm dealing with some very major personal issues in my life right now that I will eventually address. But just understand that right now, life is personally kicking my ass. And we are doing the best that we can to keep you all informed. Take care, folks. Have a good night, everybody. And everybody, say goodnight, Shirley.